While agricultural land is being rapidly rendered unproductive by rising salt, on his property Auria, some 2 hours northeast of Perth, David Kennett is researching innovative methods and technologies to overcome the problem. According to the Department of Agriculture and Food, of the 19.2 million hectares of land that has been cleared in the wheat belt of Western Australia, 17% is already severely affected by salt, and that is expected to rise to over 33%, or 6.5 million hectares of agricultural land by 2050, unless radical action is taken very soon. The clearing of the wheat belt resulted in the removal of over 15 billion trees. According to the CSIRO, the western wheat belt is losing an area equal to 1 football oval an hour to salt. So far, most of the riverbeds and banks are degraded, and over half the available river water is already saline, brackish or marginal. Methods and technologies researched and developed at Auria have enabled trees to be successfully re-established on salt-degraded land, and there is now compelling evidence that the trees on Auria are lowering the water table. Regenerating the land by planting a selection of species that are both salt-tolerant and native to the southern region of Western Australia provides the most environmentally responsible action if the desired results are to be achieved. Immediately prior to planting, the trays of trees have their root balls saturated with water. The trees are then planted very deep. The concept is that the dry soil encapsulates the root balls, stems and lower leaves, insulating them from the desiccating effects of heat, wind and low humidity, while also reducing the transpiration rate and demand for moisture. After considerable research, a method for injecting water below each tree as it is planted has been developed. This supplements the small amount of moisture that can be retained within the small root balls. Earlier plantings suffered enormously from insect attack. However, as the diversity of plant species has increased, the diversity of insects has also increased. This has attracted increasing numbers of bird species and other creatures that now appear to be keeping them under control. There is anecdotal evidence that the form and biomass of some varieties of trees has been improved by the introduction of certain specific companion plants. This will give them higher commercial value as and when they are harvested. Deep drains are both unsightly and create enormous impediments to moving around a property. However, as a small stakeholder in the catchment, drains were introduced in cooperation with more substantial landowners upstream from Auria. These drains collect water as it seeps in from either side, lowering the water level. Drains excavated past trees at Auria that were planted in 2003 show visible signs of water seepage at greater depths than seen elsewhere along the drains. This clearly indicates that the tree planting has significantly lowered the water level in the immediate surrounding area. With 90% of the Australian continent either arid or semi-arid, and trees from those regions producing highly valuable timbers and other products, there is an enormous opportunity for increasing the productivity of the land. David believes that spreading information and increasing awareness of the need to adopt new and innovative ideas is paramount, and sees an urgent need to gain publicity to attract funds so that his tried and proven methods of recovering salt-damaged land can be implemented on a vast scale.